Hey guys, I'm Susie Barber and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Homeschool Like a Boss, where I provide resources and real talk for working parents who homeschool. And today's video is all about that real talk. And it's not just for homeschooling parents, it's for parents anywhere, everywhere. I'm in my homeschool room, and recently I did a homeschool video where I did a tour of this room and it was very clean. And it's a Saturday right now, and my niece and nephew are visiting for the summer, and they also brought two bunnies with them because my sister-in-law Julie loves me. And so they're actually really cute. So we have these bunnies that are in here and they're making a mess, plus the kids have been playing all day, so I had to move this pony to sit down and talk to you. But I didn't want to stage the room, and I didn't want to stage this video because something has just been on my heart and I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about it. So I'm a part of a bunch of Facebook groups. Those of you guys who have taken any of my courses know that I highly suggest that you're part of homeschooling Facebook and mom Facebook groups, which are great free resources for learning and troubleshooting and connecting with other parents. And those Facebook groups lately though, there has been so much pain and so much struggle and so much judgment and a lot of drama as parents are trying to figure out what the heck to do about school for their kids this year. And I totally get that. 2020 has been a whole show. I'm not gonna say what kind of show, but we all know what kind of show 2020 has been thus far. Some really great things are happening, but it has been hard. And the school situation for all families this year is really different. That's true whether you're already a homeschooling family or not, but it's especially true if you weren't a homeschooling family and you're trying to figure out what to do if you don't feel good about distance learning and screen time or sending your kids back to public, or you sent them back to public and now the schools are closed, or you're not sure if you can homeschool and work. There's so much drama associated with it, fear and judgment. And so I wanted to come on here really quick and I wanted to just give a few practical tips to help shut all of that down for us, okay? First things first. I want you to pay attention to what you're saying about yourself when you're talking about these things, okay? So it's okay that you're struggling. It's okay that you feel afraid. This is especially for my mamas out there, but I know dads feel the same too. But mamas, it's okay if this is hard for you. What is not okay is for you to talk about yourself like you're not capable of making good decisions, even hard decisions for your kids. So this is real talk. Consider this a pep talk with all the love. You have literally, probably, most of you, potty trained these children, okay? You have literally helped them become like human beings, taught them how to walk, taught them how to talk, loved them in their hardest moments. Some of y'all have teenagers who you have helped drive and you have navigated hormones and all that crazy stuff. You guys are amazing. You're an amazing human being. You are an incredible mom and you are the perfect parent for your children. And I don't want you to let any of this make you feel less than. So what? You don't know how to teach algebra and you didn't do great at algebra in school. So what? There's ways to figure this out for your kids and for yourself that work for you, that play on your strengths and that help you overcome any weaknesses that you do have. But first and foremost, every time you start thinking, I'm overwhelmed, I'm scared, I can't do this, I'm not capable, I want you to try to shut that down. And I want you to remind yourself, even if you have to look in the mirror, that you are a boss, that you're a good mom, that you're a good dad, and that you are capable of figuring 2020 out, okay? When it comes to school stuff especially. All right, here's the second thing. I want all of us to agree right now. Can we all just agree to stop judging each other? Like, we don't have enough mom guilt and enough dad guilt and enough parent guilt and enough teacher guilt in the world right now. Like, guilt is there and that shaming is there already. We don't need to do that to each other. We don't need to do that to ourselves. So if one of your friends doesn't want to send their kids back to school because they don't think their kids will do it well in masks, don't judge them for that. If one of your friends wants to send their kids back to school because their kids need to be out of the house and that's what they feel is best, don't judge them for that. And if distance learning on screens all day is something that you think is not right for your kids, that's okay, but that doesn't mean you have to shame another parent who's choosing it. So let's stop judging each other. What is right for one family is not gonna be what's right for the family next door or the family down the street, and that is okay. Let's celebrate our diversity and support one another during this crazy time. Let's help each other and cheer each other on and stop the judgment. And you know what? If you have family members who are judging you and coming for you, or friends who are not supportive of your decisions, the block button on social media, sorry, the rabbits are making noise. The blog button on social media is really helpful, okay? Hashtag real talk. Set up some boundaries and don't let anybody make you feel ashamed or judged for the decisions that you're having to make, especially in unprecedented times. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna tell you about a couple resources. I don't typically do this on my channels because I don't like to sell on YouTube or on my Instagram. Only I have my courses on websites. But I have two things. One of them is totally free and one of them is less than 50 bucks that I want to make sure that you know about in case it will help your family. So the first is a free mini course. It's called School, Homeschool, or Hybrid. And I created it, again, it's totally free because I want to help parents who, just like you, might be struggling with how to make a decision about schooling this year. And I wanted to give them a way. As a former teacher and current working mom who homeschools, I wanted to speak into a way that they could decide without all the noise, without all the judgment, without all the drama. And it's a non-biased way to get clarity and get peace and make a decision and create a forward now plan for school this year. So that's called School, Homeschool, or Hybrid, and it's on my website, homeschoolvibes.com, and it is totally free. So if you need it, grab it. If you have a friend that needs it, tell them about it. But let's love each other and not judge each other, and let's let that course be a resource if we need it to help make some decisions or pivot this year with peace and clarity and confidence and get out of all this chaos, okay? Second thing is, if you are a working parent who is trying to decide if it's possible to homeschool while working, I'm a full-time executive and I homeschool my kiddos and they're thriving and I'm thriving in my career and it's working great for us and it is possible. You have to be creative, you have to think out of the box, and you have to kind of know some tips and tricks, which I'm offering in a class that will literally save you guys hundreds of hours. It's only $49 if you use the code BOSS20 at my website, and the course is called Homeschool Like a Boss, because I want to help all the working parents out there who know, you know what, homeschooling is the right path for my family, whether that's temporary for a month or two, for just this year, or forever. I want to help working families save time and get started with things like schedules, curriculum, all the practical tips and tricks, and my course is going to do just that. It's called Homeschool Like a Boss. So enough of that, because I don't want to promote too much. I really came on here because I just wanted to encourage you guys that this year is crazy. And yes, it's okay to be afraid, and yes, it's okay to be overwhelmed, but once you feel those feelings, I want you to look in the mirror and remind yourself the truth about yourself. And the truth is, you are a capable, amazing parent, and you can figure this out for your kids this year. And let's stop judging each other, let's support each other, and let's navigate the show. I'm not gonna say what kind again, the show that is 2020, and let's get through it together, and let's love on our kiddos. Let's be flexible, totally flexible about our plans, because they're gonna change. Let's embrace the mess. You wanna show them this one more time? My honey is just filming from his iPhone. Let's embrace the mess and let's get through this together. Okay, guys, you can do it. I believe in you. I'm here for you. Go to homeschoolvibes.com if you want one of those resources. But if not, just consider this your personal pep talk. Share it with your friends if you think it would help them. I love you guys. And you know what? We are coming for you 2020. We're going to get through this and we're going to figure out school for our kids this year, whatever way works for our families. Okay? You got this, mamas.